Hey there, what's up everybody? Hope you're all doing well. And I think today, rather than go with my usual sepia, we'll have that. So it's not that, it's that. So I've taken some of the colour out slightly because I'm feeling a bit more colourful. Well, I was feeling colourful anyway, to be truthful. Anyway, I've entitled this live update the Scott Brown incident. Why? Because I'm wearing my Scott Brown t-shirt, my favourite geeky shirt. It's my absolute favourite t-shirt that I own. And for those of you that don't know, and there's only a very small minority of people that do know about the Scott Brown incident, including the creator of the video called the Scott Brown incident. And before I talk about that, um, I'll just mention my basic updates for the day. So I'm in my man cave here still. The sun is shining again, and it's a lovely, beautiful day, and it's glorious outside. And yes, so I'm still feeling good. I'm still feeling healthy. Still feeling okay. And I think that's something to celebrate, which is why I've got a bit more colour in the video camera rather than the black and white and sepia ones I was using. When it gets to full colour, I won't have to remember to put it into colour anymore, will I? So that'll be good. I've got my cup of tea. Just right. Hi Nick, how's it going? How's it going, mate? So yeah, I phoned my mum today. I'm phoning her every day, of course. So she's still all right. She's still okay. She's still got someone that gets the essential basics that she needs. And I've said, you really, don't go out at all. So she's staying in her flat. She said it's like a ghost town. She lives in Honiton, which is about 65 miles away from where I live now. It's not too far. Hey, you got a notification. Oh, nice one. That's good to know, actually. That's good to know. Yeah, so she's doing all right. My mum's doing all right. My brother's doing okay. My sister's doing okay. And my other brother, the one who had the heart surgery, he's doing quite well apparently, by all accounts. So that's really good news. Because he lives in Wales, and yeah, he's doing all right. So yeah, I might give him a ring at some point there, just to make sure. But that's coming from my other brother. Oh, thanks. Yeah, yeah, because it is a worry, isn't it? When suddenly when you can't go anywhere and see anyone, it's like, oh, it feels there's that sudden air of urgency about it. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So what have I got planned today? Well, I've just had a bacon sandwich because we had some bacon in the fridge, so got to use it before it goes out of date. So had a bacon sandwich. That was kind of brunch. I'm out here now. I'm going to do some hobby. My wife's setting herself up for working at home for next week, ready, because she's on holiday at the moment. So she's sorting out the equipment. Yeah, yeah. Always phone your mum. Make sure she's all right. Yeah, so she's setting herself up for that, getting ready for that. When I left her, she was doing a bit of knitting, so I expect she's probably doing a bit of that as well. So, because that's very therapeutic by all accounts. Hello, Duff Duff. Good afternoon. Yeah, all is good with me, thank you, and I hope it is all good with you as well. Yeah, all is good with me here. So, as I'm entering my I don't know what day it is now of lockdown. I can't remember, but it's been a few days now, isn't it? Must be coming up for a week. I hear Boris Johnson is now tested positive for the coronavirus, so don't know what's going to happen there. By all accounts, he did he put like an announcement out. He's only got mild symptoms, but I expect he needs the break anyway because he's probably been working non-stop, hasn't he? So I would imagine he could do with a break. I don't know what's going to happen if he should get worse or what have you. Obviously going to have a contingency plan, but he seems all right in himself, so that's good. Obviously urging people just please stay home unless you have to absolutely go out, like so I know most people are adhering to that, and it's certainly proven very quiet when you look outside, whereas normally it'd be busy. Yeah, good to hear, Duff. Yeah, we're all in this together, aren't we? So yeah, so I'm in my man cave, my studio, and I'm planning on painting some Zombicide today because the sooner I get it painted, the sooner we can play the new game and have fun. I mean, last night we were playing some games, some board games, and then we played dominoes, which I quite like because we took that with us when we went on holiday, when we went to Florida all those years ago. Took our dominoes with us because we just, it's an easy game and you just chuck them down and play. Nice and simple. But man, our daughter was just winning all the time, and she obviously won the whole game come the end. Very irritating. Hey Mark, how's it going? I'm okay, mate. Hey, nice to have you on board. Duff. Dominic Rab takes over apparently if PM can't work. Well, that's good. I think they're doing. Ludo, my fave. Oh, the game of many arguments, Nick. That is. Yes. Personally, I think they're doing everything they can, and they're doing a pretty good job. I think. I mean, if this was like a game simulator and I was in charge, I'd be probably doing the same, making the same decisions and doing the same things. But don't know the future. Oh, everyone's jumping in today. Mrs. Mini Warzone. You always lose at Ludo? I don't know. It is the game of arguments though. I remember that and Monopoly. Yeah, huge fan of Fallout over Ludo over my childhood memories. Yeah, my wife won't play Monopoly anymore. And I can't blame her. It's a long game with lots of stress and arguing. So this is why cooperative games are really good, particularly now. Games like Zombicide. So we are. I'm coming on with my Zombicide tanks here. They're called tanks. These creatures. These are my test. My two testers. Oh, well, yeah. You probably, yeah. Because I can hold my own with Monopoly. But yeah, I would have to agree with you there. And Zombicide is an awesome game. Yes. So these are my testers. Look for the tank Xenos. I can move the camera though. The new Elder Scrolls board game. I don't know about that one. I'm a bit out of the loop when it comes to certain releases, and yeah. But now I've got a bit of time on my hands. I can certainly look into it. But Monopoly is a no-no in our house. Also, don't blame me. Let me switch the camera around. Yeah, so that's what I got going on the bench here. So these are my tester for color schemes for the big. These are what the equivalent of the classic Zombicide fatties. So I'm going to be painting these kind of greens. What my aim with this game is to do is to have color schemes like similar within each kind of group or type of alien, but also do them individual as well. I mean, you probably can't see so well on camera, but you certainly can up close. These, yes, Mansions of Madness, or Madness of Madness. Yeah, that's all painted up as well. But these are actually different greens, color schemes. Looking on my camera, it looks pretty much the same, but yeah. Yeah, but that's it. And then of course I've got my survivors and my abomination. As you can see, I've been doing lots of work on painting. It's amazing how much work you can get done when you got all the time in the world. So that's how he's looking so far. Spoiler abomination, and yeah. It's just like finishing touches on smaller areas on him now. I'm happy with his skin now. Yep. And so that's me. Let's come back again. There we are. Yeah, so that's kind of my workload for the foreseeable. Get that done. And then throw some games down. I think you're right, my love. It will take more than a Molotov cocktail to finish him off. Don't think they have Molotov cocktails in this game, but I could be wrong. They've got some extreme heat damaging equipment and weapons. So yeah, as I understand it, and I've only read through the rules quickly once, but with these abominations, I don't think there's any one weapon that will kill him outright. So it's got to take a combination. You've got to kind of concentrate your fire between you. As I understand, I could be wrong, but yeah. So from what I can see, it's a lot harder of a game than the classic. Anyway, going back to the title of this live update, which is the Scott Brownitz, and this is for the role players out there. So if you don't role play, it will hold no interest to you whatsoever. But there's a channel by the name of Seth Skorkowski, and that's the guy's name, whose YouTube channel it is. And he did a video called the Scott Brown Incident, where he shows off his Scott Brown T-shirt, and the whole thing came about a game he was playing of Cyberpunk and with his gaming group. I'll leave once this is uploaded to YouTube and it's processed and that, because we're streaming live right now. But once that's done, I'll put a link in the video description below to it, or throw a what's up there, isn't it, a thing up there or something, to the Scott Brown Incident. And if you want to laugh, if you're into role playing and Cyberpunk, or even if you haven't played Cyberpunk, you just want to laugh, watch that video. It is hilarious. I mean, I wet myself watching it. It's just so funny. Well, I don't wet myself, but figure of speech. Yeah. So I'm hoping. I know that the weather is going to be getting worse over the weekend, but I'm hoping it won't, because I just love the sun right now. I mean, let's just have a look. Turn the camera around again. Going outside now. Look at the work we got done yesterday. I'm waving to Mrs. Minnie Walton right now. Hello. Cut the grass. Mrs. Minnie Walton sorted the branches out on the tree and the brambles. Let's go around my garden, because we can walk around the garden. Oh yeah, the cold. I'm not too keen on the cold myself. What I hate the worst is the rain though. Yeah, so I've been doing a bit of gardening, because why not? It's a nice sunny day. Blue sky, it's beautiful out there. Oh, I'm going back in the man cave. It's exemplary, my love. exemplary. Yeah, I know I need to clean my man cave up a bit, but there we go. Back to me. Back to me. Uh, I was hoping Mephos. I was hoping I'd catch Mephos today from Frost and Fist. Sometimes he jumps on these. Well, most times he jumps on these. But Mephos, if you watch this later, or if you are watching now and you're just busy, I had the strangest dream last night. I actually dreamt of you, and you were showing me your a couple of your hobbies, which are probably not your hobbies, but you were showing me. You were doing off-road trail biking and go-karting, and you were showing me how fun it was. And I was like, oh, and I was showing you an old hobby of mine, which used to be tennis. And it was a bizarre. I woke up kind of scratching my head, thinking that was the strangest dream I've ever had for a long time. But there you go. Anyway, so that's still got my tea here. So I'm super enjoying painting my Zombicide. Really, 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 really to the power of 10 infinite. Enjoy it. Good job. He didn't say his knife throwing. Yeah, he was probably the dunk. I'd probably got it in my head. No, he's really good at that, isn't he? I've seen him do that art with on the videos and that. Really good. Yeah, super enjoying painting Zombicide right now. I foresee I'll be doing Zombicide for quite some time, and I'm going to be delving. I'm not just going to be doing playthroughs and painting videos, and I'm going to be doing some kind of like information videos about it as well, like about the like the characters and that, and doing some story and backdrops of them as well. I want to really build a good narrative for this game, and that way I can do some really cool narrative games. I think it really lends itself well to that. I'm just looking at just some of the characters. I can really do something with this. Groups of characters, civilians and soldiers. Some of them look very similar to Space Marines armor, I must say, but I can forgive them. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, I'm absolutely just some of these models. I can't wait. I mean, that's amazing. That gun, awesome stuff. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Yeah, when I primed yesterday, it's all nice and dry now. My worst on a project like this, like a board game with loads of miniatures, the part I hate most is cleaning them. I don't mind the prepping, like mold lines and all that, but cleaning them with the soap and water and that, hunched over the sink with warm soapy water, doing it makes your back ache. And my back was aching quite a lot at the time, as I recall. So yeah, but that's all done. That's the worst ever, and you don't see any any fruit for your labour, as it were, when you do clean like that. Not a very good angle, is it? That light's kind of in the way there. Yeah, you don't see any fruit for your labour. So I'm on the best bit now, the actual painting. Loving it. I'm so glad I didn't reappropriate all my bottle lids, because so handy to stick them on. And I'd not long, about a couple of weeks ago, picked up it wasn't not blue tack, but a similar thing. So I've got enough to stick them all on the lids and that now. So I'm going to do a showcase when it's all done. Oh blimey, I'm just looking at the time there. 19:30 minutes. Wow, gone on a bit longer than I was expecting. Get that light out of the way. That's good. I'll just finish my drink. So I've got my tea about halfway done now, but don't worry, I'll be out your hair soon enough. The main amazing, good. Hey there, buddy. I was hoping you was gonna come on. I was just telling everyone I had a dream about you last night. It was really, really odd. You were showing me a couple of your hobbies, and they happened to be off-road trail biking and go-karting, and you were having such good fun with it, and you were really enthusiastic about it. And I'm sure they're not your hobbies, or if they are, that's spooky. But and I was showing you because I used to be when I was younger. I used to be into tennis, and I was showing you my hobby of tennis, and we were together. We were in the same place, and I was going over to your place, and you were showing me look how much fun this go karting is, and how much fun this off road biking is, and I was going, yeah, that's cool. Come over here and watch me play tennis for a bit. This is really good as well. And I woke up scratching my head, thinking that is such a bizarre dream, and it was really really vivid. Almost as vivid as this camera is to me now. It was so real. I was like, this is so strange. So yeah, guess you were on my mind last night in the best possible way. Yeah, so odd, so odd. But there you go. You look like you're having a lot of fun. Anyway, I'll say that you really did. Um, yeah, so, so odd. Who who knows what goes on in people's minds and when they dream? What I don't know what the meaning is. Ah, there you go. Uh, that's all right then. That's good. I don't know why my mind was thinking that. I As for go karting, I don't know anybody that does it. I've never done it myself. Why my brain decided to pick that? I mean, I know someone that does a bit of off road biking, but yeah, I don't know. It's really odd. But you were flying around the tracks, and you seem to be having such a good time. I was even thinking in the dream. Do you know I might take this up because it looks such good fun. Is it a message? Should I be taking these hobbies up when all this crisis is over? I don't know. But yeah, and I was showing you that. Look, I play tennis. This is my hobby. Nothing about wargaming or tabletop gaming or painting or anything. Just really odd. No one's mentioned it either. Any of that. So I really don't know what that's all about. Really don't. So yeah. So yeah, I've got So I've done these two. Like I said, it used to be when I was younger. Tennis was a big hobby of mine. When I suppose when I reached the age of about 17, I was at the point of maybe wanting to do it professionally, seeing if I could make a go of it professionally. And my dad kind of made me, because we weren't made of money. He kind of said, "Look, you've got two main hobbies: karate and tennis. Financially, you know, I can support you with one of those, so you're gonna have to choose." So I opted for karate, and tennis just became a. I because I was being coached by. He is a nice guy, Nick. I was being coached by I can't remember his name now. He was like in the top three in Devon at the time, and he had a tennis school, and I used to go there. But the karate was just where it was at, just a little bit more for me. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed that. So I chose that, and then so from that point on, tennis just became like a casual hobby for me then, because at the time I was doing karate and I was doing tennis, and between the two of them, they occupied every day of the week for me, or every like after school and different things. So I made the choice karate, and even if I had become a professional tennis player and been really good at it, my career would have been long over by now because I'm that old. Anyway, that distracted me for a while. Yeah, so like I was, I'm a fifth degree black belt now. So I haven't done. I ended up. I started off as a beginner, obviously, and I trained over the years. I've trained in a lot of styles, but I ended up with my own club, and I ended up having quite a few clubs when I was older, and I stopped competing and so on and so forth, and they became like my they equaled the income of my other job. So, and I was at the point of thinking, I could probably make a go of this professionally now, because I was doing it every night. Then I got diagnosed with MS. I thought, it doesn't matter. But then I started noticing balance issues and different things like that. So sadly, I took a back seat from it. Um, the the business of the karate teaching was then taken over by one of my black belts, who's now doing a really good job of that. So, and I've just taken to teaching privately my wife now, because we have good fun. Yeah, yeah. I remember you mentioning that before me, Fosker. Yeah, uh, that's some bad mojo. That really is. Yeah. Um, I don't envy you that at all. uh, yeah, she is. Yeah, female. Very good. Still, I'm in touch. There's still like the odd question, because obviously she's saying she's closing down the clubs. What with the the whole COVID-19 thing, and there's a lot of things when you run a business like that. There's so much it's to think about. And she was kind of my right hand arm, or my right hand man. Can you say that about a woman? Your right hand man, my right hand woman for the business, and doing a lot of the admin for it. Anyway, setting up websites and things and all that kind of jazz, and yeah. So she started doing more and more and more of it. And I said, look, I think you make it your own now. I don't feel physically good enough, although my wife says I am. But if I'm going to be teaching, I need to be the best, the best I can be. And I just felt, no, if someone's paying for me to teach them, that they need me at my best, and I'm not at my best anymore. But I've still got it up here. And it's actually better. I'm finding it better now, just teaching one-on-one with my wife, and we have a great time when we're training, um, and it's really good. So it allows me to keep it going, and yeah. So it's not like I've got one of those things where I used to do that and I've kind of forgotten it, or I can't do do it anymore. I can. It's keeping it going, which is good enough for me, and it suits the both of us actually. So anyway, yeah, right. Enough distraction on that. As I was saying, I do get distracted quite often. Right, I just showed you earlier. These are my templates, and I primed the majority of them black. Or it's actually, is it black? Yeah, I did use the black. I was toying with using black. Hey, yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, it's good when you're teaching like that. I think it's nice. It's a good yeah. It's really good. We look forward to our um our sessions. Yeah, it's really good fun. Exactly. You learn as much from teaching as you do from being taught, I find. I can remember years ago when I was a youngster, like my sensei said that to me. He said, "You'll learn more from teaching." And I was like, "Ah, won't. Don't be crazy." But he's right. He was absolutely right. You so do. So yeah. So I've got to get these guys painted up. So Of these, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, a dozen of those to do. And these are the colour schemes. I mean, I haven't finished these. Yeah, exactly. I haven't finished these, but these are the basic colour schemes I'm going to be doing these. I wanted them to be mainly green, and I want them to have like these purpley-ish tentacles. How cool. And I just tried different things out. Do I do spot highlighting? Do I do zenithal highlighting? Yeah, they're not finished, so like I haven't like done glazing or any other kind of layering on them yet. I'm going to be, doing more to them. This is just like the basic color schemes. I want yellow and orange tentacles for them with purples, because I got a purple and blue theme. I think I want to do for the others going through my mind. But these guys are going to be mainly green, skin wise or flesh tone wise. And they've got like it looks like on the camera it looks like brown here, but it's like a camo shade green for the tentacles on the back. Yeah, it's easier when you see them in person. And I changed my mind about the bases. I've decided we're going to go with brown bases actually. And I'm going to be using, because I've done a test on them, I'm going to be using this burnt umber brown. It comes out really well, and it's one of those cheaper artist paints, but it flows really well, as opposed to some of them where they're kind of gloopy. Yeah, because the pigments are larger, aren't they, in the cheaper ones? Like some of the cheaper ones you get, I notice it more in like oranges and reds really, but this flows almost as good as, like a regular paint this does. So I'm going to be using this, and I've looked at the tiles on the game. The brown, it fits in well with indoors and outdoors tiles, because you've got indoors and outdoors in Zombicide Invader. So I'm going to be doing that so that they'll look at home, equally at home, whether they're indoors or outdoors, and that's what I've decided to do. Yeah. Right. Well, like I said, my spirits are still high. I'm still doing okay. I hope you guys are. I really do. And if you, yeah, you should. Cheers, bud. You should contact people if you haven't contacted them for a while. I've got a few more to contact yet. I've been trying. Oh, if anyone from my work is watching this, I'm not expecting them to be, but if they are, I've tried updating my details on the website. It will not let me. I have tried literally, so you guys are going to have to wait for me to contact you, and I phone you near towards the end of the first like 2 weeks to see if there's any updates. But other than that, yeah, I'll be back after that, or maybe, unless I get a letter from the doctor, and we'll see from there. I've got to phone them or contact them Monday if I haven't heard, and that's probably what is going to happen. Let's just say, look, can I go back to work or not? See what they say. Anyway, I'm going to end this, I think, because oh no, still got some tea. Soon fix that. Nice cup of tea. That was actually a lovely cup of tea. I feel like I need another one now. I better crack on with these guys, don't I? If I'm gonna get this game painted, so I can get some playthroughs done and filmed, that would be awesome. And yeah, and if you're still watching, Mark, yeah, we'll have to play this when you get around next. Yes, the cup of tea. But I'm still going to use Mrs. Mini Warzone's catchphrase. I will say, don't forget all brushes lead to war. There, I've said it. But I'm going to end by saying, stay safe, be well, and be kind. Goodbye, my friends. You take care. Have a good rest of your day. See you on the next one.